I want to learn as much as I can.
This next corner is all about momentum.
Try to keep it as clean as we can and beat on it at the same time.
These drivers have little to no track experience.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey everyone, I'm Steve Arpin, and we are here at Willow Springs Raceway for the 5th annual Show Car Shootout presented by ENEOS. We have 10 finalists, and we're going to split them up into 2 teams. We're going to have 5 on Team Arpin, we're going to win, and 5 on Team Dye. We're going to evaluate our drivers on lap times, overall consistency, and honestly just whoever has the most improvement throughout the day. We're going to start things out with some lead follows. I'm going to go out in my Toyota 86, and Dye's going to take his group out as well. We're going to show them some of the best lines around the racetrack, then we'll let them hop in with us and we'll turn things up a little bit. We'll get those Toyota 86s rolling around this racetrack, and we'll hop in with them and ride along with them in their car and try and give them as many pointers as we can. And lastly, Dye and I are going to step back and we're going to let them loose and let them go have as much fun as they can. At the end of the day, Dye and I are each going to pick one winner from each of our teams, and they'll be the ENEOS Show Car Shootout winners.
Pretty cool. I decided to sign up, try it out, see what the whole fuss was about, and it's pretty cool. I've never really pushed the car to its limit, and I built it in a way to where I always wanted to track it, so this is a good opportunity.
Kind of what's held me back is just having the car set up for show, keeping it clean, kind of the whole stance setup, and then also there's a lot of money into being able to track your car. You have to upkeep it a lot, and the track isn't right around the block. So that's kind of what's held me back, but my whole goal was this summer was to set it up for track and just get it on the track at least once, and the opportunity came with Super Street, and I'm just making the best of it.
So the biggest thing right now is just get comfortable, be confident in yourself.
I look forward to learning about the track, racing lines, just how my car feels. And honestly, I think this track day lets me know if I did it right.
Show Car Shootout is something I created because I go to a lot of shows, go to a lot of car meets. You know, a lot of people build their cars for performance and use functional, go fast parts, but never really test it on a track. This is the opportunity for them to bring it to a road course, and we brought, 2 pro drivers. We have Dye Yoshihara and Steve Arpin here today, to where they can actually learn something and improve throughout the day and really learn the limits of their car.
So with this build, so it is a V8, it's one of Lexus' only V8s. And if you look around, there's a lot of VIP Lexus, but there's not many track-focused Lexuses. So that's what I wanted to do, is go after a track focus and a luxury sedan like this. And so far it's been successful, and there's not many on the road, which is what was my focus on the build, being a little bit different. So far I've only been to one track event at Streets of Willow. That's been my only track day.
This is a 1991 Mitsubishi Galant VR4. This is actually 1837 out of 2,000 imported in 91. And then they imported another 1,000 in 92. So this is one of 3,000 essentially special edition cars that were imported to the United States from Japan for rally. So he's a rallycross guy, and this essentially was imported to do rally. So I'm hoping he feels right at home in it, and that I could get some seat time with him give me a good scoop on the lines of the track and how to get the most out of the car, because if anybody can do it, I think he can, so yeah.
So this is actually my 3rd STI. I had a 06 STI, I had a 14 STI, and now I ended up with a 16 STI. Well, first of all, Dye Yoshihara, I am really excited to be on his team, because he's been my favorite drifter since back in the D1 Grand Prix days, and I've seen him in magazines, and now that I actually get to, get instruction from him, it's a big deal.
most important thing for the beginner is the line. You know, line you take on this track, that'll change the lap time so much. So I think that's the #1 thing. And then if they can get that, try to make them, you know, late braking, and there's so many stuff that I can go through.
Lines and where to keep my head. I know like looking ahead is, you know, very important. So trying to look through the next corner and that kind of thing. So learning where they look at and where they decide to brake and how they apply braking going into certain corners and things like that.
I get a lot of questions, you know, it's like this airbox setup. They're like, oh man, you have a top mount and a front mount? I'm like, no, it's the intake. And so like the turbo system, you know, came from like my idea of seeing the rally car, but I couldn't get those parts. So it was like, how can I build that? So I built this airbox and turned the turbo completely sideways. And then, so now we functionally use the air coming in through the hood scoop to force the air into the turbo. So you get the best of both worlds, right? You get a little forced air and you get the coolest air possible. Tracking it on a real closed track is gonna be a lot of fun. I have high expectations for it. Autocrossing has been super fun. It's like a big go-kart and I just love it.
I haven't tracked it this year at all because it's got a blown engine since December. I blew it in December on the freeway. So it's been sitting. Finally got it running in March and had to do break-in, which is 1,000 miles. So it's finally tuned now, so it's ready, but I haven't tracked it. So hopefully Monday.
So on behalf of Di and I, we had an absolute blast with you guys today. In my eyes, every single person here is a winner. We've got 2 trophies to give out.
So basically I was looking for most improvement, I would say, because you know, the cars levels are so different, and you know, some people have more experience than others. So I wanted to see the difference between the morning to the end, and my winner is Jaime. There you go.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Congratulations. I mean, I'm not just talking about the time. Like, he just listened to what I say, and then he just absorbed and he executed, and he really did a great time in the last session. So.
And I had one guy that just put the most effort in, and between runs, he was watching video, he was digging, he was trying to figure out every single place on that racetrack where he can get time. So, but I have to give out 2 trophies today. I gotta blow it a little bit, so I'm sorry. So, Kendrick, you're our ENEOS Show Car Shootout winner for Team Arpin. The effort was better. Hey, and this guy's nuts. Like, we would go down the backstretch, and I thought, like, we're gonna get over that curb. Apparently, if you just go fast enough, you just get your inside tires off the ground, then you can just straddle the curb. Every single lap. And then we pull off and he goes, did I scare you? So, awesome effort. And the other one, Brett, I gotta give you a trophy. I don't have it here, but I'm gonna take one of my trophies from home and send it to you. So, I'm gonna get your address, but awesome effort. He picked up 7 seconds in the last run just by paying attention to detail. And he doesn't get as much time as all of the rest of us to work on the cars and everything. He's serving our country, so I gotta say thank you for your service, what you do for all of us, and I'm gonna get your info. We're gonna send you a trophy for the most improved for sure.
Really awesome. Steve's just a super humble guy. If you've seen him drive, I mean, top of the game. It really means a lot to me, for somebody like him to offer me a trophy, you know, for the improvement I feel like he is responsible for ultimately.
It was pretty awesome. I didn't think I was gonna get picked for his team, honestly, just because everyone did great. Everyone performed on different levels. And I was struggling most of the day until the last session, so I was surprised to hear my name, but I was really excited and really grateful. So, and just want to thank Di, definitely, and yeah.
I mean, we came all the way from Seattle, Washington, all the way down here. That in itself was a feat to get down here and do Spokane and do the event. And we did really well at Spokane. We got a 3rd place, and that in itself was, we wouldn't have expected that. I mean, I came down to Southern California, like that's the mecca of cars. And then to have the car really perform well out here on the racetrack. It made me very proud. I was proud of the car. I was proud of what it could do, and it was a great feeling. It's just, I mean, you can get emotional thinking about it. I mean, it was a lot to take in.
All right, that's a wrap here at Willow Springs. We just finished up the 5th annual Super Street Show Car Shootout, and we had an absolute blast. Every single driver got faster as the day went on. It was so much fun. I want to thank ENEOS so much for allowing myself and my teammate Dai Yoshihara to be a part of this event, and we can't wait to see you next year.